Hey guys, Kenny Bonus here. I'm a CPA with Bonus Accounting, and today we are starting our first episode of Spicy Tax Tips. So what we're going to do here is select some great tax topics while chowing down on some of the spiciest, best, most delicious hot sauces that we have. So it's going to be exciting for me, and hopefully it's educational and entertaining for you. But hey, let's get started. We also want to give a great shout out to Sean over at Hot Ones for giving us the idea. Check out their YouTube channel, but they interview celebrities, ask them questions, and then they eat really hot stuff. So I took the idea. I figured I'd start out with one nugget right there instead of going with 10. So I want to be able to actually communicate by the end of this. But today's episode, we're going to be going over vehicle mileage versus actual vehicle expenses for business owners. We get a ton of questions from people asking, hey, what should I do? Should I do vehicle mileage or should I do actual expenses? We're going to dig into that, but while we do that, we're going to be digging into a veggie buffalo chicken wing covered in Loco Harry's fiery cayenne hot sauce. Get a good clip of that right there. So the Scoville's, it's up there. It's about 7,000 Scoville. Pretty hot. We ended up covering this whole nugget with it. The nugget's hot to begin with. So let's dig in. Oh yeah, I have to eat it. All right. Cheers. And then we'll be talking about mileage versus actual vehicle expenses. So it's definitely hot. You can feel it. It starts to come in there. I better touch my eyes. Don't touch your eyes. Key to success, don't touch your eyes after you've touched a hot, spicy wing. So it's firing up. So we're gonna power through this and give you some good information on vehicle mileage versus actual expenses. I do want to note I have milk and water here. If it gets a little too crazy, we'll go for it, but let's start her off. So we're always getting the question, vehicle mileage or actual vehicle expenses. Here's the secret, track both. So track your vehicle mileage and track your actual expenses. One of the key things to remember about vehicle mileage is you got to get a great vehicle tracking app. You can download Mile IQ on your phone for free. We'll put a link down below. And then also you can get QuickBooks and track your mileage that way. That way, whenever you jump in your car, you always have your phone on you and you can swipe left or right depending on if it's for personal use or business use. At the end of the year, you get a nice clean report telling you exactly how many business miles that you traveled. I always recommend to new business owners, start with something real easy and cheap, and Mile IQ is definitely free, so go with that. Then moving on to the actual vehicle expenses, you can use things like repairs and maintenance on the vehicle. You're going to be tracking the fuel that you put into the gas tank, your vehicle insurance, also tires. You can do a lease expense if you have your vehicle leased, and you can actually depreciate the vehicle depending on how much of it is used for business. So that's one of the nice things, but tracking that can be a little bit tough at times. What I recommend on that is use a specific business card where you have all your expenses tracked on that one card. It could be a credit card, but that way it's all in one spot. You could also use a business bank account to track it. And if you use QuickBooks Online, that's a nice software that you can track the vehicle expenses along the way. Whenever you have all that information at the very end of the year, you plug it into the tax software, either yourself using TurboTax or something free like that, or you come to a CPA like myself and we enter both pieces of information. We enter in the mileage and we enter in the actual expenses, and the tax software will actually tell us which one's the most beneficial. So that's really the secret there. You're tracking both, find the easiest way to track both, and then at the end of the year, you're picking the one that gives you the highest deduction. But here's one thing to keep in mind. If you start out by using actual expenses for the vehicle you have to continue to use actual expenses for the life of that vehicle if you used it in the first year. So if you start out first with the standard mileage rate, which is 56 cents per mile in 2021, you're able to flip back and forth between actual and mileage rate for the life of that vehicle. But if you end up starting out with actual expenses, you're stuck with actual expenses for the life of that vehicle. A lot of people don't know that, but hey, it's something that we're telling you right here. So that essentially concludes that question. I tried to simplify it for you. The wing was spicy, but you know what? We gotta start off low and then work our way up higher. So in future episodes, we're gonna be getting hotter and hotter. I mean, we have Mad Dog 357 in the refrigerator, and that stuff, just a drop, will just make you sweat. So thanks guys, check out our website, subscribe, and hit us up on Facebook, and comment below if you enjoyed what you saw. Have a good day.